Respect is not something you're born with, it's not handed to you, it's not granted because you ask for it. It's earned, through fire, through struggle, through blood and sacrifice, and the brutal truth is, most men will never taste it. Not real respect. Not the kind that makes people pause when you enter a room. Not the kind that follows your name when you're not around. And the reason is simple. Most men are comfortable being average. They crave validation but run from discipline. They want praise but avoid pain. They want admiration without accountability. And that's not how respect is built. You don't build a name by complaining. You don't earn honor by hiding from the hard things. You build it by choosing the hard road when the easy one is wide open. You build it by standing tall when your back is breaking. You build it by doing the right thing, especially when nobody's watching. Most men will never be respected because they choose comfort over courage. They numb themselves with distraction. They waste their days chasing dopamine instead of dreams. They become slaves to lust, to laziness, to lies. They scroll while others suffer. They talk while others train. They wish while others work. You want to be respected? Then stop trying to be liked. Respect doesn't come from pleasing everyone. It comes from knowing who you are and refusing to betray that, no matter the cost. You have to become a man who walks into a room and doesn't need to say a word. His presence says it all. His character echoes louder than applause ever could. But that kind of man, he is rare. He doesn't flinch when he's tested. He doesn't fold under pressure. He doesn't chase women, wealth, or approval. He chases growth. He builds himself from the inside out. And when the world pushes him down, he gets up with fire in his eyes. Not because it's easy, not because someone told him to, but because he knows. His worth is forged in the battles no one sees. Respect is silent. It doesn't need to scream. It doesn't need recognition. It grows quietly in the shadows, through the nights of discipline, the mornings of purpose, the afternoons of sacrifice. You earn it when you say no to things that feel good but make you weak. When you wake up early, when you train hard, when you speak the truth, even when your voice shakes, when you take the blame instead of pointing fingers, when you show up again after failure tried to bury you. Most men won't do that. They'll make excuses, blame the world, play the victim. But the man who commands respect, he owns everything. The pain, the setbacks, the process. He doesn't look for shortcuts. He becomes the road others follow. Because he understands this one truth, being a man isn't about what you say, it's about what you carry. And if you can't carry your pain, your purpose, your principles, you'll never be respected. Not by others, not even by yourself. Men used to be warriors, builders, leaders, protectors. Not perfect, but powerful through their imperfection. They didn't flinch at hardship, they welcomed it. Because they knew strength is born in struggle, but today, we raise men to be passive, to be afraid, to sit quietly, to apologize for their masculinity. And in doing so, we kill what made them worthy of respect in the first place. You want to be respected? Then become dangerous but controlled. Become kind but not soft. Be generous but not gullible. Walk with humility, but never with your head down. Speak with conviction, but listen with patience. Learn how to be alone. Learn how to be unshakable. Learn how to lead yourself before you ever try to lead anyone else. Most men are chasing pleasure, and that's why they'll never find power. Pleasure is fleeting, discipline is forever. Every time you choose the easier road, you weaken your spine. But every time you do what you don't want to do, what you must do, you build a man worth following. Respect doesn't come to the loudest man in the room. It comes to the most disciplined, the most consistent, the most committed. The man who shows up when it's raining, when he's tired, when he's hurt, when no one claps, when he's doubted. That's the man others will respect. Not because of what he has, but because of what he had to overcome to become who he is. And make no mistake, becoming that man, it costs you. It costs comfort. It costs excuses. It costs old friends. It costs mindless entertainment. It costs a version of yourself that was Easy to live with, but unworthy of legacy. Legacy is earned through loneliness, through sacrifice, through relentless self-accountability. And yes, it will hurt. But it's the kind of pain that purifies, that turns a boy into a man, that makes you walk through fire just to prove you can, that makes you silence your fears and fight your demons with nothing but a spine made of stone. Most men want motivation. What they need is mission, purpose, a reason to rise that's bigger than their ego. You want to be respected? Then make your life about more than yourself. Serve something bigger, a vision, a family, a future you'll never see, but you'll die building anyway. The truth is, most men will never be respected because they never demand respect from themselves. They live small, they settle, they survive. But the few, they rise, they fight, they build. And you get to choose which man you'll be. You can scroll through your life and end up forgotten, or you can suffer through your calling and become unforgettable. You can chase applause and die hollow, or you can chase growth and live full. You can fit in, or you can stand alone and force the world to adjust. Because here's what they don't tell you. The moment you start respecting yourself, the world will follow. So stand up, build your body, sharpen your mind, guard your time, train your soul, own your life. Because when you do that, when you become unbreakable, no one can ignore you. You want real respect? Then earn it. Every damn day. In silence, in sweat, in solitude, in sacrifice. Because the truth is, they don't respect talk. They respect transformation. And most men will never be respected, because they never had the courage to become the man they were meant to be. But you still can.